Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Enthusiast Experiment. Checking out another pencil. Let's get into it. Yeah. It's PUMA. Very interesting, huh? I've never seen anything like this. Actually grabbed it when I was on a trip abroad in Hong Kong and had to pick it up as I'd never seen one before. So let's get into it, huh? Set this guy down, get our notebook, and see how it did. All right, so this is the PUMA HB. The lead is in HB, as we can clearly see right there. I do not know what kind of wood. I'm, assuming something relatively inexpensive. Cedar is, the norm, but I'm not putting anything on here unless I can clearly verify it online, which I could not. So moving on. The body is a hexagonal body with blue and gold and silver foil. So you could see, obviously, the blue foil stands out the most first, and then you can see that gold and silver in the PUMA there. So pretty cool. Very interesting, visually striking pen. Definitely reflects light well. No ferrule, no eraser. As you can see, nice little end dip there. And the price when I got them was $36 Hong Kong, and I'm assuming they come from Japan based on what little I could find out about them. And let's take a look at the packaging. So when I bought them, this is the packaging they came in. And there you go. A little bit of info on the back there, which unfortunately I cannot read, but you can see .co.japan, so, or JP. And they also came with these red, black, and I guess that's also silver. So pretty cool pencils. Set that aside. And how did it do? So the erase test did pretty good. You guys know that when I do the erase test, if it does not have an eraser included, boom, use this guy, the boxy, on every one to try and keep everything even. Unless it does have an eraser, then I'll use the included eraser. So we'll set that aside. And so it did pretty well. The smudge test actually did pretty well there too. So that's when I write the word test and smudge with a finger, and then you'll see any residue if there is any. And then the shade test as well. So it seems like it did pretty well there too. And if you guys know the channel at all, you know I have an affinity for Japanese pencils. So I would also assume, again, that's probably part of the origin here because I enjoyed it so much. And so some of the pros I experienced was erasability again. The smudge test did really well. Shading total range did pretty good as well. I love that there's no barcode, doesn't clutter the design of the pencil. The foil design is pretty cool, eye-catching, definitely unique for me at least. It is a pretty comfortable hex, so it's a little rounded. I wouldn't say a lot, but it does have just a little bit. Maybe it's the finish on there that adds to it, so it's comfortable. Smooth and dark as far as the tonal range goes for the lead. Point retention actually does pretty well for the darkness of the pencil, and it does have a centered core, which maybe they did well there. And the only con that I could really find was the availability. So let's scoot this over and get out our huge notebook, which you could see some of the other pencils on there we've done so far, and we'll see how this guy stacks up. So this is the PUMA HB. And you can see through some of the other ones. So not as dark as some of the Tombos or the Mitsubishis, but definitely not light either. So pretty cool. Great pencil. If you can find them, give them a shot. Why not? Pretty cool. And if you aren't a fan of them, give them away. Why not, right? So that's been a quick look at the PUMA HB. Pretty big fan. Did a pretty good job. I'd appreciate if you hit like, share, and subscribe down below so we can grow this channel together. Stay tuned. I got more content coming out. Appreciate you swinging by, and we'll talk again soon. Have a good one.